I feel like I've got one more reading in me. I've been doing a ton today. I'm loving it. The energy is flowing. Let's do one more. And we're going with the Wild Things deck. I'm feeling it. Mind that monkey. Uh-oh. Okay. Hang on. Let's see what else before we jump to conclusions. No, that's not great though. Yeah, you've got a bad habit. I'm sorry. Someone's got a bad habit. And you know what? It's not insurmountable, right? So the cards are just saying, hey, pay attention. Don't let that creep up on you again, this bad habit. We all have them, no judgment, but definitely keep an eye on it is what the cards are saying. Keep an eye on it. And protect your boundaries, always important, but even more important during the holiday season. Family and friends, for whatever reason, situations keep happening where, you know, things are testing us. So protect your boundaries at this time. Okay, good reminder. Get untangled. That's an interesting one. So this lack of boundaries is leading to some enmeshment. So meaning other people's energy, other people's problems, other people's business is getting tangled up in your business. And you don't want that. You do not want to be tangled up in other people's business. So you need to set those boundaries and get untangled from some things that are going on. I'm just going to leave it at that. And so maybe this is that someone else's bad habits are impacting you because y'all are too enmeshed. So maybe it's not you with the bad habit, but someone in your life is making some bad choices. We'll just leave it at that. And that is affecting you. And so that's a good time to just recall your power, pull it back to you, pull your energy back to you, and set up boundaries so that you don't put yourself in their business or accept the impact of their decisions and issues in your life. Okay, this is cracking me up. Bring on the Haggitude. I love this because my sister and I always talk about how we've entered our crone area. You know, we've left maiden behind, we're leaving mother, and we're stepping into crone. And I kind of feel like bring on the Haggitude is that same energy of stepping into your crone era. You are no longer nurturing. You are no longer taking care of other people. Being the hag means that you are not trying to appeal to anybody else. You are not trying to nurture anybody else. This is your time to be strong in yourself and in your own life and focus on your own business. And that is clearly the same message as protecting your boundaries and getting untangled. So bring on the Haggitude is the same thing. This is your time to focus on yourself and not what you can do for other people or trying to like solve everybody else's problems, but just really just leaning into your own crone energy, embracing your own power, but using it for yourself now instead of giving everything away to other people, which if you are a woman, that is so easy for women to do. I know men can sometimes be nurturers too, but just know that it's common that you can choose to step away from overly nurturing other people. I feel like you're going to do something really fun with your crone years as soon as you can call your power back. Tend to your partnerships. Interesting. So maybe in the course of getting too involved in other people's lives, one of the things that's fallen by the wayside in your own life is a relationship, a partnership. It can be a romantic partner, but it can also be someone with like a twin flame energy or someone that you've got a soul contract with, but there's someone very important in your life who is a bit neglected, and maybe it's time to focus on that relationship for yourself and for them. Focus. Yeah, and that's the picture I'm getting, is that your energy has been so scattered and so like distributed amongst all these other entanglements and situations that, you know, just like we were saying with the Bring on the Haggitude card, it's time to focus on yourself and what nurtures you. And yes, we're saying tend to your partnerships, but the feeling I'm getting is that this partnership is also supposed to support and nurture you. And because your focus has been elsewhere, this partnership is in trouble or about to be in trouble. You don't know it yet, but the foundation of this partnership is being eroded. But this is a very important relationship for you. And so by tending to this partnership and by shoring up that foundation, this is actually giving you the support that you need. I'm going to say it a little bit more clearly. Everybody in your life has been taking from you and you've been letting them. That's the way it is. And what's happening is you're not giving enough attention to this partnership where this is actually a mutual reciprocal relationship of give and take. And so if you lose this partnership, you're losing the one person who is capable of nurturing and supporting you, all because you've been too busy nurturing and supporting other people and not yourself and not this partnership. So it's time to pull your energy back, be a better person for your partner and for yourself, frankly, and focus on you and tend to this relationship, which, let me repeat, is a true partnership, a truly reciprocal relationship. But you can't have this truly reciprocal relationship if you are not present for yourself and for them. That's what you're supposed to be focusing on, is returning your focus to where it's supposed to be. Letting these other people go on their own path without you. Untangle from the people who are just taking from you and set those boundaries. Because there is someone, and they may be in your life now or they may be coming into your life. For some of you, this person isn't fully realized in your life yet, and they never will be if you continue to stay entangled energetically. And I'm not saying that these people you're entangled with are the wrong people. I'm saying it's the wrong level of involvement. It's not just that they're taking from you, it's that you are pushing your giving onto them and they're not capable of being reciprocal. And frankly, it sounds like you maybe wouldn't let them anyway. Sorry, harsh truth there. But yeah, so it's time for you to just kind of like reestablish your own ground, frankly, set those boundaries up, realign some of those relationships because they've gotten used to them being this way. But you need to be more fully present within yourself in order to have this new relationship come in that is a true partnership. You don't have room for a partner. And if you're already in a partnership, again, of any kind, just know this is a time to refocus on yourself and that partnership and not all this other stuff that's been distracting you from what's really important. That's what I'm hearing. So this, again, is meant for someone who knows they're giving too much. As soon as I say that, you're like, oh, because you know it. And you may or may not have a partnership that needs some tending. And if you don't, you won't get one. If you aren't in a different place emotionally than the place you're in now. Because you don't have room for a partnership. And you will lose the partner that you have if you continue. I've never seen this card before. This is hilarious. Beware the happy toxins. So yes, be very wary of the things that feel good in the moment, but don't nurture our spirits long term and actually harm us. And I think in this case, it feels so good to try and solve other people's problems and to try and be there for them. But at some point, people are making their own choices. And that short-term feeling good, that doesn't sustain you. And it's not actually what you need long-term. And I say this as somebody who believes in giving and nurturing, but I also say, yeah, it's clearly a time for some boundaries there and making sure that you're not giving yourself away and losing yourself and your partnership in the process. So keep an eye out for the things that feel good in the moment, but aren't serving your long-term happiness in your long-term relationship. Oh, and beware the shame creature too. So yes, you are trying to heal your shame by doing too much for other people. Sit with that for a minute. I know this was a little harsh, but it's meant to help. Good luck.